Hey folks, PhreakMushroom here. How you doing today? Hope you're all doing well. We got a little snow here in Wisconsin today. I'm trying to figure out how to look directly in the camera, so if my eyes are off a little bit, please forgive me. I'm trying to figure it out. You can't tell it while you're filming it. But in any case, I just want to give you an update and a quick giggle, and of course, some food for thought. It was reported on Yahoo this morning that there was a town hall meeting going to happen in East Palestine this morning where the Norfolk Southern people were supposed to come and talk to the townspeople and fill them in on what's going on. And the railroad company decided that they didn't want to show up. So needless to say, there's 5,000 very upset people in East Palestine, Ohio today. Secondly, it came to my attention that the government's immediate response to the weather balloons was to shoot it down. Now, if you watched my previous videos, you know that the balloons can't be shot down because of the air pressure and physics, but in any case, they shot them down. Then, supposedly, there was a UFO threat, and the government's response was to shoot them down. And the reason they wanted to shoot them down is because they were a threat to civilian aircraft at those altitudes. Sounds logical to me. Now, the ISS just posted a picture of the Black Knight. Black Knight? What's the Black Knight? Oh, the Black Knight's a alien satellite, supposedly, that's been orbiting the Earth for thousands of years, and apparently it's not a threat. Not a threat. Well, don't you think we need to shoot it down? I mean, look how close it is to the ISS. I mean, won't that be hazardous to the other satellites, like my cell phone satellite and, the ISS? What's the government's response? Relax. What we're going to do to put your mind at rest is we're going to send the X-37B up to it. And it's going to be up there about a year and a half. And when it comes back, we're not going to tell you anything about it. Now, here's the thing, folks. Last week, if you look on Astronomy Picture of the Day page through their archive of daily photos of really cool Photoshop stuff, some cool real stuff, I would hope. But in any case, they posted a high-definition picture of Mars and a picture of Mount Olympus. Mount Olympus? Well, there's no Mount Olympus on Mars. Oh, you mean Olympus Mons. Now, look it up. It's Olympus Mons. Now, here's the thing, folks. Amateur astronomers, such as myself, have told them, can you please correct that? That's Olympus Mons, not Mount Olympus. And they're leaving it, folks. They're leaving it. Why would that be important? Can you say Mandela effect? What? What? Yes. We're catching them in the middle of doing the Mandela effect and trying to change something. And see, now you have all these woke people and these wanting their pronouns recognized or else they're offended and cancel you, going around going, that's Mount Olympus. Look, that's Mount Olympus. Do you see how it's working, folks? Are you getting the picture of how it's working? But here's the thing, let's cut back. So for weather balloons, we shoot them down. For UFOs, we shoot them down. For a satellite that's been orbiting the Earth, supposedly for over 40,000 years, we send up a private spy plane to interact with it, actually interact with it. Now, here's the thing, folks. You got a clear picture of Olympus Mons. You got a clear picture on Astronomy Picture of the Day. In the past week, they posted a picture of Pluto. You know, the farthest planet that really doesn't get sun very much. Not according to NASA's photograph. Nope. It's round, it's blue and brown, and has a little green. Looks just like a mini Earth, and it's round. It's a globe. Well, folks, if you remember, a few years back, they declassified Pluto because they said it wasn't big enough to be a planet. Okay, guess what, folks? It doesn't even look like a planet. It looks more like an asteroid. It's not completely round. It probably is a leftover remnant of the Big Bang, if that's all true. But in any case, folks, why is it that they can get a clear photograph of Pluto, high definition, folks? They get a picture of Olympus Mons on Mars, high definition, folks. You see ridges, curves, shadows, everything. And then the ISS also, just this past month, posted a picture of the Nile River from the ISS. Guess what? Crystal clear. You can see the reflection on the water. That's how clear it is. But yet, when the ISS took a picture of the Black Knight, and folks, you got to see it, guess what you're going to see? Absolutely nothing. It's blurry. Yeah. Now, I'll already tell you what NASA's going to say, and I'll already tell you what you trolls are going to maybe say. Is one of the reasons us astronomers have begged the Hubble telescope people to point the Hubble at the moon and take a picture of the lunar rover that's still sitting on the planet. And NASA's response is, we can't do that because the moon is too close. Now, if you know, there's an apogee and a perigee, whereas when the moon is closer to the Earth and when the moon is farther from the Earth. Well, fine, maybe the moon is close and you can't get a photograph of it, but within 6 months it's going to be another 100,000 miles out. Should be no problem. Nope, can't do that. The ISS is going to use the same excuse. We can get a clear high-definition photo of the Nile River and show you the reflections on the ripples, the light, hitting the ripples on the water. But when it comes to taking a photograph of something less than 2 miles away from it, it's blurry. Can't see it. Even the Earth is blurry, Well, we tried the best we can to get it in. And then other people are asking, well, why don't they just go up and bring the Black Knight down? Another good question. So, folks, I've covered a lot in this. The Mandela effect, the trains, the balloons. There's going to soon be hydrochloric acid rain on the East Coast. So if you start hearing of people melting on the East Coast and getting burned on their skin, that's not propaganda, folks. That's true, because the global elite sent up the cloud. They burned off the chloride, sent it up in a cloud, and now the snow that's going over me, that's going to hit it within about 6 to 8 hours, is can combine with it and create rain. And that rain is called hydrochloric acid. And if you remember in your science class, don't get it on your skin. It'll burn you. It'll burn you. And trust me, I'm brave, but I'm not that brave. I'm not going to put hydrochloric acid on myself and go, yeah. But, today kids will do it probably. Do the hydrochloric challenge, boys. Yeah. See if it really burns your skin. And while you're doing it, swallow a Tide Pod. I'm not encouraging people to do that. Not at all. Don't be stupid. Okay? In any case, I'm hoping to have some fun with this video, and I want to give a couple shout outs and tell you about a couple channels that I watch that are really killer. One is Odin's Men. Odin's Men responded to me today. He just got shadow banned and demonetized here on YouTube. So if you like his work, go and subscribe to him and like his videos and get him back to monetization and show YouTube that, yes, we want this content. Okay, now I'm not going to say that Odin is always correct, but he has the mindset that I have. And we come pretty much around the same time and era. The second one I want to give a shout out to is Barry Cooper. Barry Cooper is an ex-narcotics officer from Texas, highly decorated, and his channel here on YouTube is Never Get Busted with Barry Cooper, and he has a live show at 9 o'clock on Tuesday nights. For me, it's 9 o'clock, I think, and I'm in Central Time Zone. But a lot of great people, and we don't care about our pronouns. And they're only allowing Barry to have about 100 people in his chat. They have him shadow banned as well, and he could use your support. And then the last one I'm going to tell you about is when I'm not doing anything and I'm bored and I find this highly interesting, is I follow a guy named Dave Pilates. He's an ex-police officer, ex-government worker. I'm not quite sure what he did in the government. It might be military. But he is famous for what's called Missing 411. And he has 3 movies out, Missing 411, Missing 411 Hunted, and then he just came out with another one that you can buy from Amazon called Missing 411 Aliens, I think, or UFOs, something like that. Now, the thing is he's a great storyteller. Okay, but he's telling you police cases. So I think he's mixing in stories with actual police cases. How much of what he's saying is true, I don't know. But the thing is if you listen long enough, you're going to start connecting dots. And right off the bat, he's going to teach you that there's certain points to each of these missing cases. I can't remember what they're called, but one of them is water is always close by. Point of separation is another one. And they're happening in our national parks in multitudes, folks. And it's been happening for 100 years at least. But his stories are interesting. The people writing in are interesting. So I want you to use your own judgment when watching Dave. Okay? But all 3 of these channels are very interesting, highly informative, and you'll learn something. You'll learn something. And with Odin, heck, you'll get a good laugh. Odin likes to laugh, and I like to laugh with him. And Odin, you're an awesome dude, man. In any case, this PhreakMushroom, if you remember, I have my own website called the Planetary Peace Foundation. You'll find the link below. I do take donations. I'm PhreakMushroom, P-H-R-E-K, Mushroom on Cashapp. Your money will be used wisely and very greatly appreciated. I'm not big on money, but I would be thrilled to have it. I would be able to do a lot more. Maybe get a green screen with a cool backdrop and do all kinds of stuff instead of manipulating my cell phone on this glass table here. Other than that, I also, under the same channel name here, without the two, is Beyond Level Motion on Spotify. If you can't give me a donation or you don't want to give me a donation, and you don't have to, folks, all you got to do is go to Spotify, listen to a few of my songs, and they'll pay me. And again, it will be greatly appreciated. In any case, if you made it this far, thank you for hanging in there. I wish you peace and love. I want you to know that I'm sharing this with knowledge, no judgments, no tags. I'm just giving knowledge that I have, that I know. And all I know is what they're feeding me, which is more than likely incorrect. But if you do the research, you'll see that everything I'm saying is correct. And if you really want to research something, there might be a reason why the name of the town that got hit with the train is Palestine. because it coincides with a lot of actions that are currently going on in the United States that a lot of people are unaware about. And if you do your research like I have, you'll figure it out. May love and peace rest on your soul. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Thank you for giving me your time. Now use yours wisely.